student friends, today we have gathered to discuss what happens if cattle ingest urea in excess. We know that urea is important for cattle, but in excess it will pose a problem. But before we continue, we shall share how cattle digestion system works. I believe one will start first, right?
Yes. Okay.
So energetic.
The cow's tract consists of the mouth, esophagus, complex four compartment stomach, small intestine, and last intestine. The stomach includes rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. So cows also have the digestive system that allows the use of indigestible food by repeatedly detecting and chewing the food as cut. The cut is then swallowed and then further digested by specialized microorganisms and rumen. And in the rumen is actually on the left side of the animal. Also, it's also the largest compartment and it is divided into several sacs. The rumen can hold 25 gallons or more of material depending on the size of the animal. Because of its size, the rumen acts as a storage and also as a holding vat for feed. It is also a fermentation vat. A microbial population in the rumen digests or ferment feed eaten by animals. The condition within the rumen favors the growth of the microbes. And the rumen absorb most of the volatile fatty acid produced from fermentation of its stuff by rumen microbes. Next is the reticulum. Reticulum is also known as the hardware storage because this is where all the nails and other sharp objects may work into the tissue. And reticulum is a pouch-like structure in the forward area of the body cavity. The tissue are arranged in a network resembling a honeycomb, and a small fold of tissue lies between the reticulum and the rumen, but the two are not actually separate compartments. Okay, that's all.
Okay, I will continue. The third part of your four-chamber stomach is the omasum. The omasum contains a lot of leaves that provide a wide absorption surface. Yes. The surface absorbs a lot of water, around 30 to 60% water intake, and nutrients such as potassium ions and sodium ions. And this is the part where it prevents the passage of large particles through the digestive system. Okay, and the last part of the stomach is the abomasum. This part digests protein from feed and ruminal microbes by gastric juices, and pH value of this part is acidic, around 2 to 3 pH. And the small intestine is the place where feed is mixed with pancreatic juice, increasing its pH value to 8. And here is where the nutrients are enzymatically broken down and absorbed. And the nutrients such as fatty acids, sugar, amino acids, and water are absorbed by intestinal villi. The next one is cecum, which is located between small and large intestine junction, but the exact function of this organ is unknown. And the last part is the large intestine. This is the place where the water is reabsorbed, recirculate, and conserve. Mineral is also heavily absorbed here. So now that we know how the cattle digestive system works, what exactly does the urea contains?
Okay, so urea is a non-protein nitrogen compound. 1 pound of pure urea contains as much nitrogen as 2.92 pound of protein, meaning to say 2.92 pounds of protein is equals to 292% of crude protein, which comes from the nitrogen. And other ingredients used in urea are kaolin, wheat middlings, rice hull or limestone, which all of these are added to prevent caking and lumping. However, when we add stuff, like the things I mentioned just now, it will lower the protein equivalent and it like from 292 it lowers to 281. 281 crude protein is the most common. And then as urea, it does not provide other mineral, vitamin and energy value, so we have to adjust urea with another components. Meaning to say we can't give urea.
You can't give it already.
We can't give urea. Just urea. We have to give other food. But there are some precautions that we have to take when we're feeding urea because it may cause toxicity. If we are feeding urea, we have to provide a lot of water and also to provide a lot of water because to prevent toxicity. And then we have to, if we feed urea, feeding urea in conjunction with poor quality raw hedge will also cause toxicity. I think that's all from me.
Okay, so that we also know what does urea contains and how to actually correctly use urea. What is involved in digesting urea? What sort of hormone, enzyme, bacteria is involved, and what is produced from this compound?
It's generally
Okay.
actually in cow digestive system, the hormone that is involved is like all other mammals. Actually, there's 5 major hormones, which is gastrin, secreting cholecytokinin, gastric inhibitory peptide, and Mohd. So gastrin is in the stomach and stimulates the gastric gland to secrete pepsinogen, which is an inactive form of enzyme pepsin and hydrochloric acid. The secretion of gastrin is stimulated by food arriving in the stomach. So actually, I would like to talk more about the enzyme. The digestive fluids that in cows, in cattle is first for urea is protein, right? So it starts from gastric juices from its stomach, where it's in the abomasum, the true stomach, because I have pepsinogen and renin. So this one is the one that's going to break down the protein, yes. And then moving on to pancreatic secretion, we have trypsin, chymotrypsin, carboxypeptidase. So this one is inside the pancreatic. And then after that, we go to liver, and then this is my enzyme. And then after that is intestinal enzyme. The intestinal enzyme have aminopeptidase, dipeptidase, and nucleases that can denature these proteins. So that's all for me.
So I will talk about the microorganism that present inside the lumen of the cattle. Okay, so like the cow gut that we introduced in the LAX before, that means the digestive tract of the cow, the cattle. So all animals will carry a ton of bacteria, but in cow, the microbes is lived in a special gut, and they are special from the other animal because inside it they digest the cellulose. Okay, so because the microbes in the rumens is able to make of various enzymes to help the rumen to digest the cellulose. Okay, protein, sugar, and other material. Okay. So, do you guys know how many microbes in one drop of rumen fluid?
No, it's not. Yes.
So the number of it's more than 10 times bigger than the number of the people on Earth.
That's a lot.
Only one drop. Okay. So and in the cattle, in the rumen of the cattle, they are the most cellulose digestion take place. So means almost the all the severous digestion is occurs in the rumen. Okay, so it's important because got one research do on that. When they kill the rumen, then kill they
Cure.
Kill
the cattle,
yeah.
and then they take out the rumen.
They take the rumen free. Yeah, rumen free.
Cure.
Then-
C-U-E.
Is it?
Kill.
Okay, then they take out the fluid, then they mix it with the serous. But the fluid that take out from the rumen, right, they are already using the antiseptic to kill all the the bacteria, okay, the rumen bacteria. So at that condition, they mix together, but the cereal won't digest. Okay, means so this research means that the bacteria is important for the cereals to be digested. Okay, and so that when the cereals is already being digested, so it will absorbed by the gut mode and used for energy. Okay, so it's also the cow also digests the microorganism. It don't only live inside the rumen, it also digests it to wash out of the lumen into the abomasum. Yeah. Then, so you can say that the cow diet is not only the grass only, it's grass and microorganism. Yeah. So to the microorganism to be alive in this lumen, right? So their reproductive activity is high because, like what I said before, that they were being washed out from the lumen into the abomasum, being digested, right? So they need to reproduce fast to make sure that always got the microorganism inside the lumen to help to provide or to synthesize the enzyme to digest the cereals. Okay. And what about the urea that the cattle consume? Did anyone got any idea about it?
Okay, I would like to share about this. Okay, just like Ada has mentioned just now, the feed grade urea is a non-protein nitrogen for the ruminant. So, and then the microbes in the rumen, as mentioned by Chan just now, will metabolize the non-protein nitrogen compound to produce ammonia, and they will use this ammonia for the microbial protein synthesis, and this will be available for the absorption through the gastrointestinal tract. So the cattle and the other ruminants will convert the urea to protein through the ammonia and carbon dioxide. So what happens next is the ammonia that is released from the urea can go to pathways in the animal. The first location is in the production of microbial protein, and the second one is the liver, where it is detoxified and excreted in the urine. So when there's too much ammonia excreted from the rumen, because the microbes that are not able to utilize enough for the protein, the capacity of the liver for the excretion can be overwhelmed and toxicity can occur. So it is vitally important that the right level of urea is fed, and there will be sufficient bacterial action to produce the protein. So this is for the extra information. The level of bacterial action will be determined by the urea fermentation potential, which is also known as the UFP of the total ration. So when there is a higher level of fermentable energy available in the feed than what is required by the rumen to convert the ammonia in the feed to protein, the feed will have a positive UFP. So if there is insufficient energy in the feed, or the feed is already contains significant food proteins, the UFP will be negative. So this is what happens when excess urea is fed.
So now that we've been enlightened about the dimension of urea and what he produced from it. And it was mentioned before that excess urea is problematic. So how did this ammonia toxicity happen?
So we know the logic of when the urea, high level of urea in blood can be very dangerous to the cattle. So as we all know that urea in blood is supposed to be carried out and excreted in urine. So one of our members said that we have to give the cattle more water to let the urea excreted to prevent from the urea toxicity. But when the water consumption of the cattle is low, and maybe the cattle have kidney failure or something like that, it blocks and it prevents from the urea to be excreted. So azotemia is another word that refers to high level of urea. So urea toxicity prevents the blood to carry the oxygen properly throughout the blood. So why this is happen? Because when urea is react with water, it will produce carbon dioxide and ammonia. So carbon dioxide can be bind with hemoglobin, which prevent from the oxygen to bind with hemoglobin itself. And when the ammonia reacts with water again, it will produce ammonium, which is slightly acidic. So it will lower the pH value of the blood, so it will cause the toxicity.
Now that we know how the ammonia toxicity happened, how did we know that the cattle is over-consuming urea?
Okay, there are so many symptoms of ammonia poisoning, and one of it is muscle tremors, especially at their face and also their ears, and then exophthalmia, which is like the eyeball want to come out from the eyes, and abdominal pain, protein salivation.
Protein salivation.
Protein salivation.
You would like
Protein.
Next is polyuria, which is the production of dilute urine, that is large volume. And next is bruxism, rhinitis and clench in the jaw. Pulmonary edema, which leads to marked salivation. Cattle are also often agitated, hyper-irritable, aggressive and belligerent. And the affected cattle with belligerent aberrant behavior may have produced some 4MI in vivo through reaction of excessive ammonia. And as that nears, animal will become cyanotic, dyspneic, anuric and hypotonic. And the blood pH will decreases from 7.4 to 7.0, and regurgitation may occur, and finally will lead to death.
So it means that ammonia toxicity is mechanism. So is there any way to overcome or to cure this ammonia toxicity?
Yes, it has. Because you know that examination and treatment may be difficult because of sudden and violent behavior. So, if possible, affected animals should be treated by ruminal infusion of 5% acetic acid, which is the vinegar, 0.5 to 2 liter in sheep and goats, and 2 to 8 liter in cattle. Ruminal reticular fluid specimens for analysis should be taken before acetic acid therapy. concomitant infusion of ice, 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, water, up to 40 liters in adult cattle, proportionally less in sheep and goats is also recommended.
So, yeah, I would like to elaborate on that.
Yeah.
So, like, acetic acid, which is vinegar, can lower rumen pH and prevent further absorption of NH3 by converting uncharged NH3 to charged ammonium ion, which is NH4+. So the acetic acid inactivates existing NH3 in the GI tract, which is gastrointestinal tract, and rapidly form ammonium acetate, which can be used by rumen microflora but doesn't release NH3. So you said cold water. So cold water lowers the rumen temperature and dilutes the reactant media, which slow urease activity. So in severely affected valuable animals, the rumen content of the animals must be removed, which should be replaced by hay slurry and a transfer of some rumen content from healthy animal may restore the normal function of the rumen. So that's all for treatment.
So that now we know that this toxicity can be treated. And I think we reached the end of discussion. Is there any questions? Anything else?
Yes.
Yes.
I have something to ask about the linkage. Just now you told about the positive UFP and negative UFP, right? So what is the example for the plant or for the feed that has the positive UFP and the plant that have the negative UFP?
Plant.
The feed.
Okay. So this question is quite specific. So is there anyone have? Okay. So this is an open question. Question. So is there anyone to answer? Actually, I have not that specific to that.
Because I got found someone.
So
Oh, so you know the answer. Ask yourself first.
can you tell me the
Corn has the positive UFP.
why?
Because based on your statement, we just know how to explain
But I
which mean
didn't
the
give
positive.
example.
Yeah, but the why one you ask why. So the why is based on the explanation.
Can you?
Just now what you explained the positive.
What did you get just now?
It means that there is sufficient energy in the feed. Listen. Okay, and one more. Just now say that after the converted the urea to the protein, right? It will give out the ammonia and the carbon dioxide. Okay, so just now you all talk about the ammonia. So where the carbon dioxide go? To the blood. In the cattle blood.
Yeah.
So because there is got one microorganism in the rumens, there is the phylum Euryachata. Yeah. It will use the hydrogen gas and carbon dioxide to produce the methane. So that's why the carbon dioxide has been used.
Thank you, Chan.
Just answer your own question. Is there any more questions?
No.
Then we have reached the end of discussion. We can conclude that we know how the digestive system works and what does the urea contain, and what is involved in digestion of urea and what is produced from it, and what is the consequences of eating too much urea, and how to overcome and the symptoms of the ammonia toxicity. But then I think it's fit to end the discussion here. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Oh my god, Sana. Okay.